With all the hype around the Chinese EV manufacturers like NIO, I think we've all forgotten about the Mac Daddy, the OG, the GOAT, and of course I'm talking about Tesla. Investors, I smell some money to be made. You're going to want to stay locked into this one. Welcome to Stockflix. If you are new to the channel, this is the place where you get the best in class stock picks. I'm a former investment banker turned educator. I love talking about stocks and shares. I go out, do all the research and present it to you on some of the best companies out there with the aim of making you some money. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This channel is only for entertainment purposes only. Please do hit that red subscribe button, join the Stockflix family, we're growing nicely. We're talking about Tesla today. I think with all the hype around the Chinese EV manufacturers, the NIOs, the XPengs, the Li Autos, we've forgotten about the OG, that is Tesla. Tesla are a huge player in this EV market. They're at the forefront of the market, so we can't forget about them. And I think right now, they're quietly working to deliver some standout Q4 results. As investors, we have to move quickly, especially with Tesla, and I want to show you why in this video. Where's Tesla going? What can be the value of Tesla in a few years? Should we be putting our money into Tesla? I'm going to be giving you my take. Let me jump into the Tesla share price graph and show you a few things. So I pulled up the Tesla share price graph, and as you can see, they've had a very spicy year. They started the year about $70. They're currently around the 408 mark. And they've had a couple of nice pops in there. We're going to be going into it, seeing what we can read into it, and seeing where we can position ourselves as investors and make some money off Tesla and some good money at it. Now, the first thing to note is you can see they're currently be trading in this channel over here, trading sideways. The channel's around the 450 to around the 380 mark. Average, 400, that's their kind of baseline. That's their, I believe, to be their floor. They've got a nice support line around that region. So you can kind of see the stock is almost bubbling for its next hype, its next big thing. So this is why Tesla is an interesting one, because if we get in now, we can ride that upside when they do deliver. But I think what's interesting to note first is if we have a little look and see what's caused some of the recent pops in its share price, and see if we can position ourselves to be on that wave for the next pop. So first, let's talk about the pop that we saw in August the 11th to the end of August. That share price jumped up around 80%. Boy, wouldn't we love to see an 80% pop in their share price right now? We'd make a lot of money. So it's interesting to understand why. And that pop was a result of them announcing their share split. Now their 5-for-1 share split, investors saw this as an opportunity to buy Tesla stock in the hope that more investors would buy the stock because it's cheaper, it has a cheaper looking value. Now, for us as investors, this isn't too helpful because Tesla is not going to split its shares every year or every 2 years. It's going to be a rare occurrence if it ever happens again. So, but what we can deduce from this is that Tesla has a lot of support, and there is the potential for that share price to skyrocket. So this is the key takeaway from that. Then we saw a steep drop in the share price of about 30%. And that's natural because you had a lot of investors taking out their positions. They'd jumped in August and sold out at the high point, made their money. And then now the stock is kind of settling around that 410, 420 mark. But this second pop is more interesting. And this one happened late June. And this one, smaller magnitude, about 70%. And I think there's some things we can learn from this pop, which will help us position ourselves and make some money on Tesla going forward. So this pop in the share price in June for Tesla was a result of a couple of things. The first being them making progress on their production for the Tesla Semi, which is their big electric vehicle cargo truck. The second was actually them making progress for their Model Y. Coupled with that, the share price also popped because of speculation that they would join the S&P 500. So now we as investors, we have a good understanding of what makes Tesla's share price tick upwards. And that is them making good progress on their plans, right? Them bringing their innovations to life. And this is also reinforced by the fact that Tesla actually came out with their Q3 earnings on the 21st of October, and they were very, very good, right? It had 8.7 billion in revenue, which is a couple of billion above consensus. They're profitable for their third quarter in a row. But if we look at the share price, we go to October the 21st, we can see that there was a pretty much a muted reaction to this news. So it's not the earnings reports that makes Tesla's share price tick. It's really investors being speculative on Tesla. So this is pretty interesting going forward. And this is further reinforced by what happened at Tesla's battery day. So Tesla's battery day did not live up to the hype because there was a lot of plans that Tesla had that were moved into the future. So they weren't really delivering on any of them in the near term. And as you know, since battery day, there was a big drop in that share price on battery day. And then we've hovered around that 410 mark for quite some time. So we as investors really want to get into Tesla's share price well in advance because it really does move on speculation. Any slight tweet related to a big innovation, that share price is going to pop. And also, don't forget, there's still the possibility of Tesla being included in the S&P 500, which should also increase that share price. So I guess the big question is, when are we going to see a big explosion in Tesla's share price? When are we going to see that nice, juicy 30–40% appreciation? Is it going to be this year? Is it going to be 2021? Is it going to be 2022? I personally don't think it's going to be this year. I think the biggest thing to come out of this year is, are Tesla going to hit their 500,000 deliveries as they planned and said they would back at the beginning of the year? There's sides saying they will, there's sides saying they won't. We'll know in a couple of weeks, but I don't think that's going to have a material impact on the share price, because as we know, what really moves the share price is, can they deliver on their innovation? So it sounds like it's going to be 2021 and beyond. I remain very bullish on Tesla as an investor. I think they're a powerhouse in the EV space, and I think they've got some amazing things going for them, and they're operating in a growing market, which is only going to get bigger and bigger as the years get on. I do think Tesla has the potential to be a $1 trillion company. How are they going to get there? The first is through their battery innovations. Now, Tesla are actually setting up a factory in Indonesia, or they're making plans to set up a factory in Indonesia, because Indonesia, they're rich on nickel, and that nickel is used in their batteries. So if they can make advancements on creating this factory, this is going to be fantastic for Tesla. They're going to be able to produce cars at a cheaper rate. They're going to be able to produce more innovative cars. The battery is going to last longer. They're going to be able to convert consumers who are on the fence about driving electric vehicle cars. It's going to be fantastic for the company. Now, I think that could probably add 100 to 300 billion in market cap to the company. The company right now is just shy of 400 billion. The second way I think they're going to be a $1 trillion company is through their robotaxi. Now, this is Tesla's innovative self-driving taxi universe, where drivers can put cars on their network, hail the car, pick them up. They can add that, they can use their car into the existing ecosystem and make money off their cars. So this could be a very, very big market for Tesla and very lucrative. We've seen the explosion of Uber. It's almost like Uber times 2, right? Self-driving is going to be fantastic for them. I think this could probably add 50 billion to their market cap. And we're creeping up to that $1 trillion market. Now, I think that the next thing is Tesla's insurance. This could be enormous. They've already made grounds there, and they're saying that this could be 30 to 40% of their market cap. Remember, their market cap is already 400 billion. If they can get these things to work, we're looking at a $1 trillion company. This would be absolutely amazing for us investors who hold shares now. So that's why I think it's a fantastic time to be getting into Tesla. And if you're on the fence about getting into Tesla, as you can see from this chart, Tesla has several red days. And as you know, I'm a big advocate of investing in companies on the red days, because you can really maximize your returns. So you can see here, Tesla's operating in that 410 channel, and it even looks like the channel is getting tighter and tighter, and there are several red days where you can jump on and buy some Tesla stock. And that brings us to the end of today's video. As you may or may not know, tomorrow is a big day for NIO. They're coming out with their Q3 earnings. I'm going to be doing a detailed video going into all the lines, picking out the positives, the negatives, and where NIO is going in the future based off their Q3 results. So do hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned for that one. It's been a pleasure to have you. This is Stockflix. I'll see you on the next one. Take care now.